Alright, so you're looking to get into spoon carving, and specifically today I'm going to talk about the serving spoon and what tools do you need to start out. I know when you get started it can be a little bit overwhelming. You know, there's so many tool makers out there. Obviously my knowledge is limited to the stuff that I have experienced, and also, you know, the information I have come across, you know, reading other people's opinions. So I'm going to zoom in, and we'll get started on you know, what I think are the primary tools you should start with, and we'll go from there. So for starters, you know, we're not going to start carving a log with a knife. The most appropriate tool is going to be, you know, a carver's axe. This is the Robin Wood carver's axe. On his website, he's out of the UK. It's 69, and I think it's euros, but it might be pounds. I don't know their I don't know their symbols. An alternative axe for a little less money would be Greenhaven Craft Axe from Greenhaven Forge. It's $55. So I'm going to say that's a step down from the Robin Wood. And this is me not being an axe guy. I've never carved a complete spoon with an axe. So I don't know a lot. I just know what other people are saying. I've talked to other wood carvers. Those are starter axes. Once you, and I'm going to say, if you have a bandsaw for the starter, that's the way to go there. Next, we're going to have to look for a way to clamp your tools to the bench, especially for hollowing, at least for my method. This is a Milescraft bench clamp. They sell a little keyhole that goes with this. That clamp is $22.85, and I've found this clamp very useful as well. This is $8.99, so very, very inexpensive there. Once you get into this and you can justify making a spoon mule, I highly recommend that. If you're new to carving, this is not what I would call a necessary item, but a lot of people don't have a good feel for how thick their wood is. A wood turner's caliper like this works well. We're looking at, you know, something in the realm of $20 depending on where you get it. You're gonna have to look for something more than this at some point, because you may have to regrind your tools. This is a strop and some stropping compound, honing compound, whatever you want to call it. Make the strop yourself. Get a piece of leather, glue it on a piece of wood. I have a video out there on how to do it, or if you rather, buy one. This one that I made in my video, it actually allows you to clamp it to the bench, and many of your tools, your hand will not interfere with the bench. And then this is so far the best honing compound that I've found. It's from Veritas. The next, I would say, and this is like $15, something like that. I don't remember, but it's in that realm. My next tool that I would say I highly recommend is a Sloyd knife. This particular knife is from Pinewood Forge. It is $62. It is a knife that holds an edge really well, sharpens easily, and the edge is very durable. My second choice is Moore knife. As soon as I get this out of the sheath here. So this is Moore knife. These work well. I've had a lot of trouble with these, so they hold an edge well, but I've had trouble with them getting little fractures on the cutting edge. So not my favorite, but you know, if you're on a real budget, this is not a bad choice for starters. $33 on Amazon. So pretty reasonably priced there. And then the next tool that I am going to recommend is a gouge. This is a number 8 bent gouge, 25 millimeter. This is my preferred gouge. If you're doing something smaller, you might want to choose a spoon gouge. But I believe that you can carve a spoon with only this and not a hook knife. So my personal opinion is this is more crucial than a hook knife. I find it easier to use. Now you're going to have more, scallop marks, but I don't think that's a big deal. And as far as economy, and a very good tool, the Hirsch. This is made in Germany. You can get this particular gouge. I found it just now, $55 from Highland Tools. I would get the 25 millimeter. And again, if you're doing smaller spoons, then you probably want to get a spoon gouge. So even this gouge, this spoon here, those gouges, I did the work with it, but I needed a hook knife to clean it up. So something, a little wider bowl that was shallower, these gouges you could do the complete job without a hook knife. All right, so the next thing that we're gonna need is a hook knife. So before I bought the hook knife, and if you're on an absolute budget, more knife, Hirsch gouge. This is a Swiss-made gouge, I forgot to mention that. It's, or Feil, P-F-E-I-L. It is $79. I have not noticed it to be any better than the Hirsch, so I'm recommending the Hirsch there. Hook knives, again, if you can afford it, this is a Pinewood Forge hook knife. This is the hook knife I recommend. It holds an edge well, the edge is durable, it carves smoothly. Very nice hook knife from Pinewood Forge. This particular hook knife is a number 2 open sweep, and it's for the right-handed person. They do make a hook knife shaped more like this, so if you're a person who's going to be carving small spoons, this might be the more appropriate. Or if you're a person who wants to carve the spoon from start to finish, maybe also a little easier because it's a tighter curve. This is a Moore knife, hook knife. For this knife, you're going to be paying about $34 on Amazon. Not a huge fan. I've had to do some work here, and once I did this work, it was much more effective where I eased the edges. They don't come, and then I probably need to ease the back edge as well to make it also more user-friendly. Because if you look at this knife here, it's just nicely curved, so it just goes inside that bowl of the spoon nice and easy. A tool brand that you see a lot of, and based on my experience so far, I recommend you stay away from it, is Beavercraft. Sorry Beavercraft, but your tools. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, please like and subscribe. I hope to see you next time. Have a good one.